Is it going? No. Okay, here are the notes. Now it's recording. Okay, this is going to say, well, it's not going to say it. It's just going to say solve. Honestly, it's just going to say solve. But what you're going to actually have to do is factor first. Factor, then solve. But it's not going to tell you how to do it. It'll just say solve, right? So the first type are going to be problems like this. Number one, right? What if I have 4x 4x squared plus 12x equals 0. You got to give me the two answers that work here. Well, if I had this like in parentheses, like the warm-up, right? Like this. If I have my expressions like this and it's factored out, I can get the two answers right away, right? Just like the warm-up today. All right, so guess what? You're going to have to factor first. Like I said, that's why it says factor and solve. You got to factor this first. Can we factor a 4x squared and a 12x? Can that be factored out? Well, yeah. What do you guys see here that'll be the common factor for a number? Does a number have a common factor? A 4, yeah. And the variable? X? Correct. So you're going to factor out a 4x. Once I see what the common factor is, and here's the part where you fill in the parentheses here. What goes here? 1x. Just the x like that? Yeah, 4x times another x will give you 4x squared, and this will be what? 3. You see, you got to factor this side first. Now can I get answers here and solve it and give me the answers?
We don't add the 2 to that.
You're talking about right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many x's are there?
1.
And you're trying to get to 2, so we just need one more.
Oh, okay.
If you add 2 right here, that'll be 2 plus 1, it'll be 3. Okay, good, yeah, careful with that. All right, good. Everybody understand that here now when I have it in this form, in this factored form with parentheses, isn't that the zero product property? No. Isn't that, well, this one times this one equals 0? That's the easiest ones to solve when it's multiplication to equal to 0. I have to make this one get to a 0, so put 4x equals 0. I'm trying to find the value of x here that'll make this one to 0. 0 times anything will give me 0. And then you're also going to do this one. What number for x, when I add 3 to it, gives me 0, so that it gives me a 0 here. Okay, I think we got the answers, right? What did you get for this answer? 0. X is equal to 0. That is one of the answers. And x is equal to -3. Everybody see how it's just the two things that we learned this week being applied here? Yeah. So the main thing is factoring first. All right, number 2. Another similar one like this, number 2, is going to be, what about, another easy one, okay? Super easy one. What if I do 10m squared minus 50m equals 0? Let's see, we got to factor first. We always look for a greatest common factor first. Yes, I have a common factor here. What is going to be a common factor for the numbers? For a 10 and a 50, what's the greatest common factor? 10. Nobody said 5, huh? 5 is a common factor, but it's not the greatest. And for the variables?
M.
Just 1m. Correct. And then you just determine what goes in here. That'll be what? Okay, are we good with these easy ones here? We know how to factor it. Once I get it factored, this is saying what? 10m times m minus 5. That's your zero product property. Oh, that's easy to finish, right? I'm trying to find out and make a 0 here. So 0 times this gives you 0, right? We want the answer, the multiplication, to give us a 0. So what values of m? Well, for this one, again, and if you're not sure, just always what? Put each parenthesis equal to what? Equal to 0, correct. And then you solve it. Okay? Just put this one equal to 0, and then put this one equal to 0, and you get your answers. Okay, we got the answers? What do we get? 0 and? Negative 5? Positive 5, okay. Okay, those are the easy ones. Ready for the, I'm gonna let you try this on your own. Here it goes. Here goes number 3. Now, not the easy ones. Okay. Ready, number 3. Dayton? Number 3. 8m squared minus 6m equals 0. Oh yeah. All right, take a minute to try this one. Okay, let's do this one. We're gonna, you always want to make them equal to 0. This part will factor out. You'll see something, a GCF, a common factor. For an 8 and a 6, let's see, for an 8 and a 6, what is the common factor? Yeah, see, it's a number lower than 8 and 6. It's gonna be a 2. Correct, 2. Okay, for the number, the 2 is the greatest common factor, and we do have a variable in common, yes, m. 1, right? And then what's gonna go here? This times what gives me that? 4m. Okay, and this times what gives you that? Just the 3, no more m's? No? That's it, correct. Equals 0. And then this is when, now that it's factored, now that it's this 0, now that you understand that this is the 0 product property and two things are multiplying that give you 0, then how do you solve this? You put each of them equal to 0. And you get the answers. Okay, well this one is just 0, right? And this one's going to take you a couple of steps. How do you solve this? You move the 3 over to that side, or plus 3, it'll be 4m equals positive 3, correct? Then what? Divide by 4, right? You want to get the m by itself. Divide by 4. We're good? One more, you got it. Okay, one last one. One last one. Let me say that again. Okay, number 4, here it is. The greatest common factor is 8y. What do you need to multiply to 8y to get that? 2y? Not just 2, 2y. And then 8y times what to give you this? Just the 3. And again, what are you looking at here? A 0 product property. I got this times this. I know it's kind of hard to see because this one doesn't have the parentheses, but that's why maybe get into the practice of seeing that and write it like that. Yeah? And then once it's like this, you can give me the answers quick. Well, not quick, but it should be easy to finish. This one's going to be like 0. Y is equal, we're going to put 8y equals 0, but yeah, y is equal to 0. 8 times what is 0? Well, 0. This one is not going to be easy to see. 2y plus 3, set it equal to 0. Well, you gotta solve that. How do you solve 2y plus 3 is equal to 0? 2y plus 3 equals 0. Move this positive 3 over. So that'll be 2y equals negative 3, right? When you move it from one side to the other side, it gotta change the sign. Remember that. Right, if I move this negative 3 back over here, wouldn't it be back to positive, right? It changes the sign, yeah. Okay. And then how do you finish 2y equals 3? 2y equals negative 3? Divide by 2, divide by 2. Yes, yes. And then you got y is equal to that. Negative 3 over 2. Okay, looks like we're good, yeah? It's not anything.